Aries are trying to get to know somebody long term, and the two of you have been partying, the two of y'all are partiers, I wouldn't necessarily suggest that you're with them or be with them, because you have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The two of y'all are chilling. The two of y'all are having fun. You know what I'm saying? The two of y'all are legitimately cool in it, but at the same time, this is really about if you and this person, Aries, really want to be together. Because the way that the two of y'all started out, on some, well, you wanted to be on some Three of Pentacles stuff, where you, Aries, wanted to start out looking for value, right? Long-term commitment, right? Starting off relatively boring. But then the Magician and the Three of Cups represents you and this person is turning up because you realize that this person is like you in a lot of ways, and the two of you have a lot in common. So a lot of you, Aries, were very delightedly surprised at how much the two of you actually have in common. Two of y'all hanging out, y'all may hang out in the same spots, or you may have, like I said, you have a lot of common interests, but you just never understood why it is that you never met this person up until now. But that's the catch-22, because the Six of Wands and the Death card and the Eight of Wands here represents how, but the two of you may have a lot in common, but the two of you may honestly be scared or nervous to get into a commitment with one another, because the two of you may have, I'm going to keep it a buck, the two of you may have commitment issues. You may think that they are going to end up wasting your time and breaking your heart, and the same thing goes for them. They may end up thinking the very same thing about you. So you, Aries, have to understand that just as much as you may be, I don't know, call it whatever you want, anxious. Some of you may be anxious. Some of you may be afraid, because they are not the same things. It doesn't necessarily mean that these people don't feel the same way about you. They like you. The Eight of Swords, however, represents, so you Aries may feel like when is the best time for you to break it to them that you're interested. But what a lot of you Aries don't understand is this is not a funeral. Like, this is a celebration. This is not a funeral. You shouldn't be so scared to tell these individuals that you're interested in them in the first place, right? So the Chariot and the Ace of Wands is about how, so this person may have decided to just come on in and tell you that they're interested, right? Or may have found some sort of an excuse to continue to hang out with you, even though the two of you may not necessarily, even though this person may not say that they're interested. But I just want to say that if you have anybody in your life that you have a lot in common with, and the two of y'all get along with each other and it feels great, the two of y'all are interested in each other. And more so specifically, they're interested in you as well. You Aries just don't think that they're interested in you. Because like it is, I said before, y'all are esoterically ruled by Mercury. You're overthinking it. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups, the Strength card, the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, this, honestly speaking, this doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is coming back per se, but the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups, yeah, some people could be coming back, but this could also mean that you feel like this is probably someone that you knew from your childhood that you're just reconnecting with, and that the two of you realize that you have a lot of great chemistry. Or this could be somebody that you felt like you've known since childhood, even though you actually haven't, and it just feels right. And then the thing about it is that the Strength and the Knight of Pentacles is about how, but you didn't want the other person to feel like you're a weirdo if you would have actually come out and say that. So this is some great stuff for you, Aries. This is some ironic stuff. Let's clarify the Chariot now. So to clarify, you have the Star card, then you have the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and then you have the Ten of Wands, right? So these cards right here, the Star, the Page of Cups, to clarify the Chariot, this is about this person. Some of them may come out and tell you that they're interested in you and that they want to get to know you. Some of them, it may not be so direct. It may be them continuing to be cool with you, right? And just kind of be in and out and give you your space because they don't necessarily know how you feel. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, Aries. You need to establish something with them, because this is how a lot of people end up with friends with benefit situation for a long period of time, BSing and wasting time, because what happens is people don't get things established. There's no kind of conversations where it's like, hey, you want to date? You want to hang out? You want to start going out with me? Okay, cool. Let's actually do that, to get the proper milestones handled. It's just about, well, what are we? What are we? What are we? And then both people involved have their hands up in the air. It's how people get used. So the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands now is about, so if they decide that they're not going to come out and tell you that they're interested in you, they could just be hanging out with you for a little while longer, but in the future, they're just trying to hang out with you for a little while longer, but they're planning on letting you know that they want to go out with you. But if they don't do that within a month, you Aries need to push the envelope and get something started. You don't want to get used. Peace.